Caitlin Clark this week. Yesterday, she played 29 minutes and set a record. The first WNBA player to score 45 points and record 10 assists in a single game as the Indiana Fever defeat the Seattle Storm 110-107.
Angela, Caitlin scored 45 points. I bet you're not going to make a video about that. I was watching the Atlanta Dream. All 5 starters scored in double figures, and Bree Jones is back. But no, seriously, someone tell me, was Congress courtside? Because 19 free throws is insane. Also, are the refs not allowed to call fouls on Caitlin Clark?
Watch this defensive play. Off flush.
And you mean to tell me this was not a travel?
Going left to the step back. Bottom.
This isn't a matter of hating Caitlin Clark. Marina Maybury scored 53 points and she shot 10 free throws. On top of that, I did not get 17 alerts about it, and she didn't even get Player of the Week. Meanwhile, NECA just passed Lisa Leslie for the most points as a Sparks player. You guys, let's hear it for NECA! The next time I make a post highlighting Caitlin Clark, it's when I see a headline that Caitlin Clark denounces racism and homophobia. And as someone who did not watch the game, I wouldn't even have known Kelsey Mitchell had 30 points. Y'all gotta put some respect on her name, and I hope she goes to another team next year. But I think she likes it there.
Yeah, so that record-setting night for Caitlin Clark is drawing a lot of criticism.
Right. I'm not a Caitlin Clark hater, okay? I don't know if a lot of people agree with you. I mean, of course they don't. I mean, because, you know, I listen, I know I have white friends too, okay? we all come to agreement that, I'm sorry, there's a lot of white people like mediocre shit. Let's just call it like it is. That's why they envy us, because we bring the sauce, we bring flavor and shit like that. So now, let's get back. I'm not a Caitlin Clark hater, but I want to keep facts the way it is. Hey, I get it. She has a good game. She has a nice offensive skill set. Mm-hmm. But again, I have 4 guards that I can pick before her that's better than her. And the difference is, if anybody I saw the game last night, mm-hmm. okay? And when it comes time for her to play defense, she gets cooked. She's the Luka of the W, okay? You look at her, how she stand, where the defensive stand, she got her hands all the way down here. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? She's not even ready to play any defense.
Look at this amazing steal by Caitlin Clark. Oh, wait a second. That kind of looks like a foul. Is that a foul? Nah, that's not a foul. Even though she slapped Flage on the wrist in plain view of the refs, not in Gamebridge Fieldhouse after a tough loss, that's not a foul. Here's another highlight. I don't want to miss any of them. Right here in the corner, Caitlin Clark pushes Flage right out of bounds. Then she extends her arm to say, oh shit, my bad. I definitely meant to do that, but I want to help you up. Flage says, fuck that, and walks right by her.
Then she fouled a couple of times. They didn't even call it. You know what I'm saying? And we can go back in a couple of days, the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And where she claimed that she got kneed in the thigh. You know what I'm saying? You look at the replay, she created contact, hit the floor, gets up. She's limping down the court. She didn't even get a call. She gets all up in the ref face. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't touch it. Now, we all know, whether men's sports or women's sports, you cannot touch the ref. If that was anybody else that touched the ref, they automatically receive a technical foul and the ejection. So you can clearly see it. Then we have the commissioner of the NBA. He's putting his comments on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, again, fair or not, she's getting a criticism because her fan base, they have unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, granted, she has brought a lot of you guys to the W, but the W has not been around for 30 years for no reason. And you know what I'm saying? So let's keep that out there. And then on top of that, she's not the face of the W. That is Asia Wilson, okay? Asia Wilson's of the Aces. She's the face of the W. She's the one that's winning chips as well as MVPs. So until Miss Clark start winning something, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all can elevate her to where y'all elevate her over people who's well established.
Is Caitlin Clark not the face of the league right now, or is it Asia Wilson?
Yes and no, because Michael hadn't won anything when he was the face of the league. He basically took that title from Bird and even when Bird and Magic was winning titles, they were still talking about Jordan.
Yeah.
And Bird, imagine, was winning the title in the 80s.
Then on top of that, the next year's draft class, when Hannah Hidalgo come from Notre Dame, and then when Juju Watson get it, what you think them young ladies gonna be? I mean, the next 2 draft class, we're not even gonna be talking about Caitlin Clark.
Well, I don't know. Caitlin Clark did set another record. She also reached 200 career three-pointers in the fewest games in WNBA history, only 74 games. So that's a new record that Caitlin Clark has broke and set for other people to come behind her.
You're gonna get those. Nobody's saying she's not gonna break records.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. Nobody says she's not gonna break records. She has the offensive skill set to do so. But I'm not. If we're dicing this, like I said, I got guards that's better than her. They play 2 sides. She don't play defense. And I made a comment saying that the Indiana Fever, they have a better winning percentage when she's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the fans ain't gonna like that, but it's facts. I mean, just look at the games that she's not playing.
Look, I think that Indiana is even more dangerous when Caitlin Clark doesn't play because she's a ball-dominant guard. The ball's in her hands a lot, so you know what you need to try to take away.
They play a lot better. You know what I'm saying? It's really, tell you the truth, a Kelsey Mitchell team. Because if you take her ass off that team, let it be just Caitlin Clark, they don't even win the games that they win. And the team that they beat last night, they are a losing team. You know what I'm saying? So they struggle.
Now, didn't Kelsey Mitchell get
30 points? Yes.
Yes. So she's still doing her part for the team.
Exactly.
Caitlin putting up 45. Now, Caitlin had an impressive stat line. She did have, in addition to those 45 points, she had 10 assists, 6 3-pointers. So there was a little bit of defense as well. From my understanding, she got about 4 steals and 2 blocks.
Right.
So she was doing defense. On 4 steals and 2 blocks is defense.
Listen. Like I said, before I make my comments, I literally watched the game. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the game, and like I said, it's about 3 calls that she could have been called fouled on. They didn't, because like I said, it's like hands off of her. Don't touch her. You know, say the referee, and I'm like, what do y'all expect? This is a women's professional basketball. Like, there are going to be fouls. There are going to be some hard fouls, and she had quite a few of them. Go back to the Valkyrie game. You can see her one of the plays. Lady point guard beat on a hard foul. So what I'm saying is, if this woman was getting hard fouls like how they claim she is, right? You look at it. Why you don't see no bruises on her ass? You don't see no bruises, no cuts, no scrapes. But she's getting mugged. She's getting fouled because, hey, when you going down there in the paint, they're gonna foul you. It's called basketball.
Should Caitlin Clark have been given a technical foul for this blow up on a ref against the Golden State Valkyries? Let's look into it. Here's the play that sparked Caitlin Clark's frustration. Loose ball, Aaliyah Boston and Veronica Burton both go for it. The refs indicate that it goes off Aaliyah Boston and it is the Valkyries' ball. Then Clark and this official have this exchange that is fiery, that is heated, that is right up in her grill, and wondering, is that a technical foul? Now, this did come just moments after Clark was very upset about a play where she was going to the basket and Kia Stokes and her had some sort of contact. Let me show the photo here. I know this is a grainy photo. It is not perfect, but Clark wanted a foul for this. Stokes kind of got her in the leg area, seemed like incidental contact. Clark said that she had to play the rest of the game with a contusion in her leg. No call on that one.
I'm not one time saying that she doesn't have a game. She has a game, but she's not better. I got guards that's better than her.
Yeah, I mean, I would never sit here and say she's like the number 1 player in the league at the moment.
But
I do agree that is Asia Wilson.
Yeah, you talk to the fan base, though, they make it say like that she's it. And I'm like, no, she ain't.
Yeah, well, nevertheless, she did have a very historic game, so I do give her credit for that.
Yeah, she did.
You know, you still got to put the ball in the hole to get those points.
You do. But if they ain't gonna call no fouls neither, and they call it one-sided, she get 19 free throws.
Okay.
That was makeup calls.
Okay. Well, since we're on the topic of all those free throws, what was more impressive, Caitlin Clark's performance last night or Bam Adebayo's 80. What was it? 83.
83.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do I really have to pick for either one?
Yes.
Damn.
You got it.
I have strong opinions about both of them. You know what I'm saying? But Caitlin Clark's actually, I mean, I have to ride with her because Bam's was flagrant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was flagrant all the way around, from the opponent even down to the coaching. Now, in this situation, the refs just didn't. They turned a blind eye to quite a few of them, and a lot of calls. It was favor her. 19 free throws. So I have to go with her 45, 10, and 4.
For steals.
4
2 blocks.
Yeah, let me make sure. Her 4 steals and 2 blocks, but her defensive stats is suck. So you can't question that shit.